I used to believe Alex was my forever. He was kind, attentive, and seemed genuinely in love with me. We met through mutual friends and instantly clicked. Our relationship moved fast, but it felt right. He'd bring me flowers for no reason, cook dinner on stressful workdays, and tell me he couldn't wait to marry me. We even moved in together after a year. At first, everything was blissful. Lazy Sunday mornings, late-night talks about our future, and spontaneous weekend trips made it all feel like a dream. I ignored the way Mia, my best friend, would sometimes go quiet when I talked about him. I assumed she just didn't like him, and that was her issue, not mine. Over time, the little things started to change. He didn't look at me the same. He smiled less. His phone became an extension of his hand, and if I glanced at it, he'd get defensive. Still, I clung to hope. Maybe he was stressed. Maybe he needed space. I asked if something was wrong. He always said no. I tried harder. Planned dates, left him notes, cooked his favorite meals. He responded with polite smiles, distant kisses, and an excuse to go out with the guys. I convinced myself this was just a phase. Then came the lies. Small at first. A forgotten detail. A story that didn't quite match what he'd told me earlier. I brushed them off. Every couple has rough patches, right? I kept telling myself love meant patience, sacrifice, understanding. So I gave more, waited longer, stayed quieter. I didn't see that I was slowly disappearing to make room for him. The intimacy faded. He barely touched me. When I tried to talk, he acted like I was nagging. I blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't interesting anymore. Maybe I'd gained weight, or stopped being exciting. I stopped sharing my worries with friends. I didn't want to hear them say what I was too scared to admit. I still remember the night I looked at him across the room, and felt like a stranger was living in our home. My heart whispered something I wasn't ready to hear. But it had already begun. The unraveling. It started with a random email. I was using Alex's laptop for a quick Zoom call, and later that night, a notification popped up. I wasn't trying to snoop. I clicked out of habit. It was a flight confirmation, 2 tickets to Miami. The names: Alex and Mia. My chest tightened. I clicked further. Hotel bookings. Dinner reservations. A string of emails, some intimate, some casual, all damning. I couldn't breathe. I opened his photos. There they were, laughing together, holding hands, one even of them kissing on a beach I never visited. Everything blurred. I sat frozen, surrounded by proof of betrayal. And yet I couldn't stop scrolling. It wasn't just infidelity. It was the way he spoke to her, the softness he once used with me, now turned toward my best friend. I felt stupid. I felt used. All the signs I ignored now screamed in my face. I remembered how often Mia canceled plans. How she'd disappear during girls' nights, saying she was tired or had a date. How Alex smiled when her name came up, and I thought it was innocent. I called her. She picked up, said hello, and I asked her straight. She didn't deny it. She didn't sound ashamed. She said I made it too easy. That Alex was bored and she was there. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just hung up. There was nothing left to say. I didn't call him. I didn't wait. I packed a bag, took my laptop, and left. I walked out of our apartment with no intention of ever returning. I turned off my phone for 3 days. I didn't want apologies. I didn't want excuses. I didn't want him to cry or explain or beg. I didn't need closure. I had all the closure I needed in those pictures. He didn't love me. He never respected me. And Mia? She was never my friend. It was all a lie I chose to believe. I realized I didn't lose them. They lost me. That thought became my anchor as everything I knew burned to ash. I moved in with my sister, numb and silent. I didn't speak for 2 days. I ate because she made me. I showered because she reminded me. At night, I cried until sleep took over. Every corner of my mind was crowded with questions. Why wasn't I enough? How long had it been going on? What did